Hey everybody, it's Brad here. If you missed Sunday, you missed a great Sunday. It was real important that you were there. We shared some very important information with our church family. And hey, that's why we're giving you the update right now. And so here's what we shared on Sunday. I wrote a couple of realities up on the board. Reality number one is, right here, this first number, 33, is the number of people who have said yes to Jesus in the last 9 months or so. This last week, that went to 34. Yay God for that. This is our attendance so far this year. Kind of flat. Haven't really grown over the same period last year, though in the last weeks it's been up over last year. This is a concerning number. That's the percentage that we are behind last year in terms of our giving. So our offerings and tithes are 30% below where they were at this time last year. We've really adjusted our expenses to try to compensate for that. But here's the fourth number. This is still the deficit that we're running in spite of carving expenses. We're still running at, so far this year, $38,000 deficit. Our goal is that this number will go up. This number's already changed this trend. This number would stop going down, that it would start making a move up, and that we would eliminate that number by the end of the year. And we can do that. But that's not our only reality. Here's the second reality. God established this church, and He has a plan and a purpose for us. And though in this turbulent kind of economic world, we're moving forward. In spite of what some of those numbers say, we're not going to step back. We're going to step ahead and move forward. So these are two other numbers that I put up, and this is our reality. We're going to add a staff person. You might not know this because you see Scott every weekend, but he's just been doing the worship leading part of our weekend service while he's been serving in another church, and that's recently changed. And this is our chance to have Scott join us full-time, to expand his role. He's going to look after discipleship and life groups and mentoring on top of leading worship. Great opportunities. We're going to add a staff right here. We can't say no to this opportunity because the future looks so bright. And so we're moving ahead in faith on that one. Just to kind of help with that, because of what the finances look like, our elders have stepped up and we're out raising additional funds outside of our church family. So far, we've been able to raise $18,000 or $20,000 towards staff salaries so that the deficit doesn't go up by adding some staff. And so that's our reality. We're moving forward. But we're also moving forward with this one too. We're going to go to 2 services on December the 7th. We're putting together a launch team right now, and you might want to be part of it. You'll hear more as the weeks go on how you can sign up to be part of that launch team. We're doing that for a couple of really important reasons. One is, from the get-go, we've been a church that wants to reach people with the good news and the hope of Jesus Christ. And we think by giving another opportunity at another time of the day, people will respond to that. But maybe the bigger deal is it changes our own hearts and minds sometimes when we take a new initiative that follows up with the vision that we have. We need to be out there hooking up with people who don't have a hope in Christ, to share our hope with them and invite them to become part of a church family who's moving forward with God. So, 2 services to reach people who don't yet know Him. We're the reaching vehicle. But there's a second reason. It's a big deal for our kids area. For 10 years or so, our kids workers have been working 2 weekends on, 4 off. Well, you can do the math. That means that 2 out of 6 weekends, they can't be part of our community worship time. And that's just not acceptable. And so we've said this gives us an opportunity for every teacher who works with our kids to serve in one service and then tend another. Does mean we need more teachers and more help in this. But here's the big bonus with that one as well. The kids consistently, regularly, week after week, have the same teacher, the same mentor, the same leader pouring into their lives. And we think that consistency has immeasurable value to us. So those are a couple of our realities. Also, a week or so ago, we did a weekend service where we talked about ownership and what it means to be an owner around here at this church. And I want to tell you, jump on the website. If you weren't here that weekend or you didn't hear that message, you need to listen to that message. It's a wonderful way for you to catch up what it really means to be a member here. On the tail end of that, we said we're going to do some personal, more informal chats and gatherings to talk about what it means to be an owner. So we set up 4 times where we're going to get together and invite you to come to one of those. The first one starts on Sunday, and another one Tuesday, Thursday, and the following Saturday morning. What will happen if you come? Well, you're going to hear some new information. You're going to have an opportunity to hear the heart and soul of what Jesus is doing within our church. Now you might say, oh yeah, I knew about it, I heard about it, but I was away last weekend. Get on our website, call the office, sign up, be part of it, don't miss it. Some of you might also be wondering, I think I was part of this one time, years ago. This is something new, it's something different. All of us who said we're owners ought to be part of that, and I hope you'll do that. Thanks. See you Sunday.